Start this episode of telling crazy ass, blown out of proportion stories while looking at vehicles. Alright, so the main character of the story is going to be Bond. You know, this is off the top, so it's probably going to be stupid, but the main character's name's Bond. This is a straight six Chevy, by the way. I believe it's like a 2004 four-wheel drive. It's crazy, I know how this works. But, so I've been reading up ADHD shit all day. Yeah. Just one of them days. But anyway, so the main character is Bond. Alright. This is the 72 Chevy. Alright. Now Bond is, as you would think, super agent, super spy. Alright, well they shipped him across the fucking world to go get some badass, we'll call him wacky waving inflatable two-flowing arm man. You know what I mean? And so yeah, he's on his trip, and he's hightailing it across the fucking ocean on a little biplane. He finally makes it to California, and he spots the guy on a jet ski. This ain't the 4-bolt main. This is one of them good wrench, like classic piece of shit. No mods, a quadrijet that don't work. But sees the jet ski, jumps out the motherfucking plane. Homeboy grabbed a sheet on his way down from the bench of the plane and just parachuted down onto that fucking jet ski, popped it one time with a pistol, bang, nigga dead. Alright, so that's my first story for the day. Crazy thing about that story is I told that when I was in the 2nd grade in Houston Elementary. I can still name the people that were sitting around that table and where they were sitting, which is pretty cool. I don't know, but 72 Suburban, which is crazy because it's not rotted out at all. I mean, there's a few little rough spots, you know what I mean, but you'll just kind of have that. I wish I'd have started doing videos when we put it together, because we put new brakes, shocks, no bushings or nothing like that. We want it to float like a damn beaver, like a beaver. Float like a, do beavers float? I don't even know. Float like a beamer. No, it rides good. They just don't run worth the fuck. And we've got an exhaust leak because we let some dumbass stoners fucking put it on for like $200. So if you're a stoner, don't get offended. I'm a fucking stoner myself, and an alcoholic, and a recovering drug addict. So it's whatever. But anyway, yeah, we kept on burning up spark plug wires, so we don't get the little insulators on it. And this side over here leaks real bad. Alrighty. Alright, so he's got one bad guy. Next thing you know, he's on the damn marathon run up there in New York. I don't remember what it's called. Might as well be the motherfucking Le Mans of damn running, I couldn't make it to the top of this driveway. It ain't very far. So he's getting it, jogging with all these people around. He spots a guy on the roof. Boom! Explosion. Boom, 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 boom. Just everywhere. Fucking shit's flying. Shit's on fire. People are screaming. One dude's fucking head's laying beside me with his eyeball poking out. Just fucking still twitching and shit, And, last truck. Pause real quick right there. It's 97 Z71. Which was fucking mint when I got it. I ended up putting some 35s on it, 12 and a halves, ripping the fucker. Just fucking clapped it out. You can see where I was drifting around in the snow, going downhill, kind of fucking sliding, and the ass end just didn't have the umph in 2-wheel drive, not being locked up to clear that pole. And I just kind of just that motherfucker back on, Yep, and my daddy ran over a goddamn jack stand and bent the bed was already fucked up though. It don't even close or open no more. Alright, I ain't gonna pop the hood on this one because I don't know if, the light on the inside keeps on staying on, running the battery dead. It's not on right now, ours dead. I ain't gonna risk it. I mean, it's just a 350. It's completely stock. Actually, no, it's not. Technically, it does have some tuning into it. I sent it up. I don't even remember what it is now. I'll go look it up and try to remember what it is. But I sent my ECU off and had it tuned for without the cats, because, you know, just we're in South Carolina, you can do that here. You know, headlight popping out of a flappy. It'd be okay. But yeah, I had this old spider injection, and I was working third shift at the time, working like 18 hours and shit a day. I mean great money, you know. Parts wasn't an option. I had 215s in the back, fucking pushing 4,000 watts, and you know, you gotta think, this has been 7 years ago. It wasn't as cheap as it is now. That shit was high as fuck. Fucking, I think I had the LT15 square kickers. I think it's like $400 a piece. Took the back seat out, just laid the box down. Didn't mount it up or nothing. Ended up burning down like 2 amps because of just rolling around. Got it buried off road. I mean, I just fucking beat on this thing. It's just fucking loyal. It ain't had power steering since the day I got it and got it stuck. And I dropped the whole frame off a bank of, you know, some red clay. I hopped out the door and disappeared. I'm 6'4". My cousin about shit himself fucking laughing. I was in goddamn waist deep full of water. But like I said, you know, I get sidetracked. But so I had the spider injection. I don't know if y'all know anything about that. It's fucking terrible. I don't even know how it works. Pretty much like a spinny thing. It just kind of shoots a solid squirt. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know how to fix them. But anyway, so I bought a cheapo off fucking eBay. And I was working, so I let my dad do it. And man, he must have took that intake on and off. At least 15 times. Oh, God, he was pissed. Ended up breaking the AC line. Like, everything worked in this truck. Like, it was fucking mint. There wasn't a scratch on it. Like, it was polished up. Now it ain't got no clear coat or nothing like that, you know. But it was just perfect. So there went the AC. It was the middle of summer. And I just didn't care enough. I was working nights at Pet Dairy, so it was cold year round where I was working. It didn't matter. I only had a 5-minute ride. And so I ended up having to go, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the good one this time. Because what it was is, oh, got the old Stanger there. We'll do a video on that one day. But what it was is just that cheapo China injection molding was just all fucking whooped up, and it wouldn't set in there and seal right. So it just wasn't running worth the fuck. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I went online and ordered the fucking direct injection kit, which, by the way, mint. Advanced my fucking timing like 10 degrees. Picked up, had to be another 150 horses. I mean, it was just, believe it or not, this fucker with the rear end welded with fucking 35-inch, 12.5-inch mud grips. I mean, it was just like a BF Goodwrench mud train, but 12.5-inch wise with a welded rear end would just fucking send it. I mean, you could be cruising down the highway like 70. Well, I said, stock motor, you know, like besides a little bit of tuning trickery that I don't know nothing about. But I mean, you could just fucking romp on it and go sideways down the interstate. It's great. Motherfucker, get it. And then I ended up ordering a damn MSD ignition port. It's got in it now. I'll show you later on. It's actually a little clip that they modify in the dealers. We'll let you adjust it for a little bit more because it have a slight miss on a slight random miss on one of the banks or whatever. And so that new one, I didn't bother taking it off, so I lost my timing. And let me tell you something about losing half your fucking power and throttle response. It sucks. It has no top end, and the bottom end's just so fucking low now. I mean, it's alright though. I just bought a badass scan tool the other day, so. But yeah, so that's my tour, you know, rocking the trailer. You can see I dug out the fucking yard the other day and put a hole in the fucking tank of the envoy that's running a pretty hefty mess. We thought it was the damn head gasket that went out in between the two cylinders, because on straight sixes, you know, it's just so there just ain't no metal there, and it's so thin that a lot of times they'll blow out between cylinders, and the air is actually powerful enough. It's like water jet, and just eats away at that metal, and you can't really fix it after that, as far as I'm aware. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. So this is my introduction, you know. My name's Austin. I'm normally a lot more peppy. I'm sick, not corona, and I'm tired. I stayed up all night because I'm a dumbass, and I've been drinking for 3 days because I'm a dumbass. But I don't drink them frosty cold beverages. I'm a fucking man. I drink whiskey, room temp. But yeah, so we just now got this going because we hooked the damn that OBD2 sensor computer controller thing I bought. Told you I'm tired. Then we plugged it up and ended up cleaning it up a little bit because we done changed the coil packs and it still wasn't running right. And it's just some trickery, cleared some codes that the little cheapo at AutoZone wouldn't do. And we can actually run live data now on OSB2 cars, which is great because personally, that right there has been on the road. It's set for like 10 years in a fucking junkyard, and with no motor. And we pulled the motor out of it and laid it in the back. We still had the original motor, so I'm about to start building. So the channel's about to get kind of cool. Besides, we got enough fucking motor jet to do whatever the fuck we want. We picked up a fucking diesel with that bitch one time. Like, they just don't make them like they used to, fellas. I mean, motherfucker's heavy too. That's what we put the motor in here with though. And so I'm gonna take the motor that we pulled out of it 10 years ago. And I'm gonna have everything clearance, and I'll probably board 30 over them, maybe 60 over. I don't know. Yeah, 30 thou over, and I'll probably put like a mother thumper rough idle, not very rough idle. I think it's like 270 lift or something like that. And I'll put some just fucking Elmer Brock RPM heads on it. And I've got a Holly 750 double bumper. No, it's a 650. I don't know shit about Hollies. I like Elmer Brock. You just kind of set them and forget them. Hollies, you always got to tweak shit and fuck with shit. And, it was 110 this year. And some bitch didn't overheat not one time with the original radiator. But yeah, it runs good. I'll get a startup video for y'all one day. It's just kind of muggy out here. It's still kind of early. I was just randomly like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and set me a damn video up. Let's start me at a fucking channel. Somebody will like it, right? There's gotta be some more fuck ups. And I'll talk about a bunch of, like cool personal shit too. I ain't gonna be like, oh, we're gonna talk about cars and all the sponsors. And I mean, you got to a point. But, I'm going through a lot of mental battles right now. And I'm coming up on fucking, being sober from heroin addict, meth addict. Just junkie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you folks. Junkie. There's a point in time in my life where I used to do an 8-ball of the best fucking heroin you can get in South Carolina. And, I was just main veining it. Ended up going to jail and missing prison by the skin of my teeth. I caught fucking 10 shoplifting enhancements because I was just walking in Home Depot and I'd grab 2 $550 Milwaukee sets and walk out. A little key for the security thing I made here. I mean, as long as you ain't running, you ain't causing a scene, they're not allowed to touch you. And I mean, I was in there with 30 seconds in and out, I ended up getting snitched on. So I'm glad I did because I wasn't going to make it too much longer the way I was going. I was fucking out there. I'm like 220 pounds right now, 6'4". I was 150 pounds when I went in jail. I was in there for 40 days. And then got out and fucked up again. And not legally, just. But we're trying, we're getting there. I got a job now, like 6 months without a job. I ain't working like 2 years because I was making $100,000 a year, working 2 days a week. Because I'd go around the state of South Carolina and into Georgia. I tried to avoid Georgia though, because if you go hit a bunch of stores in Georgia, for anybody that's doing this, just a piece of advice: always check your state policies, man. Like, if you don't know fucking somebody ever returns something and give you cash back, just go, it's 2020, go online, look up the return policy, you know. The reason I bring that up is, you know, we had an old clickety-clackety pump because my mom put fucking 15 to 18 gallons of goddamn diesel in this motherfucker and was like, it ain't running right, I think I blew it up. Like, what? Motherfucking motor ain't even got 5,000 miles on it. That's probably more like 10 now. I don't know. I ain't got a license, so I'm not gonna be a driver on the channel. Your boys got to pay some shit. I had a pole doing 90 miles an hour and totaled a Jeep and a power line pole, and they put a fucking lien or audit or whatever on my license. I gotta pay like 20 grand before I can even drive again. And then I have to have SR22 because my dumb ass got it. The whole reason all this happened is because, well, the wrecking was my fault. I just got done rebuilding them. I'll tell you about that another day. It was a badass little badass rice burner. But yeah, so I wrecked, you know, real good. The motor was sitting beside me in the passenger seat. Luckily, my buddy didn't ride it with me. He's like, no, just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this blunt. So, you know, had it already rolled up. I went around the block to try out my exhaust. I just put it together. Just got off work. Hit the pole. Yeah, it was about, I'll go into that more, you know, this video is getting kind of long. I don't really like them fucking 40-minute videos. I mean, I'm just ADHD, man. I just can't do it. I try, but 40-minute long videos with, you know, just them bullshitting and ranting. It's 2020. We had short attention spans. Yeah, my dumbass daddy fucking caught it on a branch, ripped the front bumper off, and then the next week, a motherfucker with a trailer sideswiped it and ripped the other half off. But you know, just a click, zzz. It's good to go. And then it fell off yet, and I've run this motherfucker at 100. Well, I haven't personally drove it. I hope y'all caught that. You know, I have not driven nothing on the street. I do not drive. It's no longer part of my life. Part of my life. Tires flat again. You know, them Chevy aluminums, man, they're just not happy. This spare that was on it when we got the car. We got the car for a steal. It was like, I think it was 3 years old when we got it. So I think it was like 2007. My mom bought this for like $3 grand. Just had the fucking head shaved down. So these straight sixes are already at high compression, and it was shaved down. And we ended up you got to run 80, 89 in it or just spark not like hell. Yeah, she's pretty fucking spicy. Pretty fucking. I need to check the old Bruce Jenner into some bitch though, because it was slipping yesterday. Because I can't legally drive on my property. That's why I go mudding. We got like 2 acres, which is what I plan to do with that crate motor after I build that 4-bolt main up to how I want it. But at the same time, I'm kind of got the whole jitters because I don't want to build the numbers matching fucking motor for this motherfucker. I mean, it being the first performance motor I built. You know, I've built 6 or 7 fucking 350s in the living room, but Mom was pissed when she come back and the transmission parts was in the dishwasher. Wasn't too happy about that. You know, and all the time she's come home and me have a rear end part in the bathtub washing it out, weld it. Hence, old Stubby Bob is actually the yellow Stubby Bob. That's just Bruce. I mean, that's just always called it Bruce. You know, this over here is the fucking old clackety bang bang. And we just got this unit right here the other day. $1,200. Mint. 4-wheel drive, expedition, maxed out. Got everything. I mean, like, look.